नमस्कार और स्वागत है आप सभी का द स्पीक इन बुक के खास और अनोखे कार्यक्रम में। आज हम एक यूनिक और एक्साइटिंग जरूर शुरू करने जा रहे हैं, जहां बुक हमारा मेन हीरो होगा और उनके ऑथर उसके रिप्रेजेंटेटिव। किताब खुद बोल तो नहीं सकती, पर आज हम उनसे सवाल करेंगे और उनकी स्टोरी, इमोशंस और जर्नी को समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। ऑथर यहाँ अपनी किताब की ओर से उन्हें सवाल करेंगे, जैसे कि किताब खुद हमसे बातचीत कर रही है। ये सिर्फ एक टॉक शो नहीं है, बल्कि एक माइंड ओपनिंग और नॉलेज फिल एक्सपीरियंस है, जो ऑथर और ऑडियंस दोनों के बीच एंगेजिंग और इंसाइटफुल रहेगा। हमारे सवालों का फॉर्मेट इंटरेस्टिंग और बहुत थॉट प्रूविंग होगा, जिससे किताब की असली एसेंस सामने आएगी। तो आइए इस नए कॉन्सेप्ट को एक्सप्लोर करते हैं और इस बुक को उनकी खुद की आवाज देने की इस सफर में हमारे साथ चलें। आज हम जिस किताब के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, उस बुक का नाम है गो टू द मार्केट मास्टरी, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव गाइड फॉर स्टार्टअप सक्सेस। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई जस्ट नीड टू टेल मोर अबाउट दिस बुक। मैं इस किताब के बारे में आपको कुछ बताना चाहूंगी। गो टू द मार्केट मास्टरी, अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव गाइड फॉर सक्सेस बाय बिनोय कुमार बलन। तो इसके ऑथर हैं मिस्टर बिनोय कुमार बलन। Is the ultimate playbook for entrepreneur navigating the complex startup landscape. This book demifies go-to-market strategy, offering actionable successful business, insight case studies, and a structured approach to launch and scaling your business, covering everything from market research to customer acquisition. It empowers the reader with the tool to turn innovative ideas into thriving venture. Idea of inspiring entrepreneurs, startup founders, and business professionals. This guide ensure you stay ahead in a competitive world of startup. So let's welcome the author of this book, Mr. Binoy. Hi, Binoy sir. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Jyoti.
Thank you for having me in this session. Yeah,
So सर कैसा लग रहा है अब आपकी बुक लाइव है और आपकी बुक को सब जान सकते हैं?
yeah, it's very exciting phase. जैसे एक book release होता है after a lot of work on that. Yeah, it's very
Okay.
exciting to be uh, in this phase. Yeah.
Okay. So I just need to know, like इस किताब ने आपको अपना लेखक क्यों बनाया? Like why the book opted you as a author of the book?
Yeah, surely. Yes, I think the book really opted, and it was not my choice there. मेरा around 10-15 years का experience है in a bigger startup, and that had also led to a lot of interaction with a lot of startup networks and CEOs and other entrepreneurs, and and obviously the book had picked me to have that all written down, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So like अगर जो बहुत सारे readers हैं जो इस book को read करेंगे, so what path this book will be help them to guide for?
Yeah, it is actually for the entrepreneurs who are in the startup phase, and it gives them a step-by-step guide to how to go to the market with their product, because that's the most confusing phase, and that's what this book helps the customer to take forward the things to the market. Yeah.
So as this is book for the business upcomers or the entrepreneurs, so what kind
Exactly.
of emotion or the strength this book is carrying it in?
It's a hope phase basically. Whenever a product is released to the market, that's the hope of an startup or entrepreneur to succeed there. And also, there's a lot of determination at this phase, which we can see very naturally. And put up a lot of effort in the startup. And when you're going to go to the market, it's like waiting for an say exam result after say years of struggle there. And and also it's a phase of excitement for the complete team and the entrepreneurs there. So I feel these three emotions are there, like hope, like determination and excitement. These are the three things which I see as an emotion when you
Okay.
carry this, when you say read this book across.
Very factful. Okay. So, like when the book is being published and it is being read by the people throughout the world, so how this book is feeling now?
Yeah, the book is it gives a lot of hope and determination to the entrepreneurs, and that it's a self joy to the book. Okay, it's a sort of excitement for that book. That's what I see what the book is feeling now.
So the book is itself excited to be in the hands of the readers.
Yes, 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 yeah.
Okay. So, like when the reader reads this book, जो भी readers हैं इस जिस book को read हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा उन्हें इस book में क्या याद रहेगा? What is the main thing which they will never forget?
Yeah, so I don't think like they will remember each line by line, and that's also not expected out of after reading this book. The thing is that they should have a framework ready with them. So once you read that book, you have a framework how to go to the market and all those. That would be the uh, carry away, take away from this from reading this book. That's what I see for the reader here.
Okay. So like when people reads the book and give the feedback, जब book को खुद feedback मिलता है तो how the book feels up. I know you feel good, but I want to know that what is the feeling, inside feeling of the book after getting the feedback.
Okay, this book itself advocates going behind the feedbacks of the product. When you say when you release the product to the market, the book advocates that you should go for the feedbacks, let it be positive and negative, and there is a continuous improvement is being vocally said by this book. Okay, so once the so it is very determined to take the feedback from the market, and that has been strongly advocated to the reader. And I think the book itself uh, would be very convinced to do that, and would be very happy to take all the feedbacks. Yeah, that's how
Definitely.
it can improve itself and take it off. That's what the book itself advocates. I think that's a very natural thing to do.
Feedbacks, definitely, sir. Feedbacks, praise is everything that everybody needs. It's not a book. It is like it is required for everybody. Then obviously, I can feel like that book also feels happy when it's the hand of the readers, and readers feel excited to keeping it in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So, like, there would be many chapters, and few of them would be very close to you. Maybe they are very like it is something which is you are putting up your story into it. So, is there any one chapter that you feel like, okay, this is very connected to my heart and soul, or from the book's heart and soul?
Um, I think, say, like the third chapter is what I see as a soul for this. Okay, but yeah, that's all basically a step by step. This one, but the strategies part is the important part for the startup guys. Yeah, I think that would be the uh, main portion on which the reader should take ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, as your book is now available on Amazon, on Flipkart as an ebook, but if you want to keep your book in library, then वो कौन सी किताबें होगी जिनके बुक में जिनके बीच में आप चाहोगे कि आपकी बुक रहे and it should be get into the hands of reader then?
Yes, like there are books which are very famous in the startup world. Say about the lean startup, the rework. So they and the good to great. These are some of the books which are pretty famous among the readers of any startup. And say even the not even a startup entrepreneur, even those who are joining the startup, they too go with these books. So I think this book should be in that set of say in that set of rack. Yeah. that would be very justifying for that book.
Okay. So like this book is in English. So are you in plan to like go for any other translation of this a language of this book?
Yeah, I think startup is a global phenomenon, and I think this should be other than English. You should go in, say, you can say like Spanish language. It's widely spoken, and say Hindi, Bengali, and all these languages. It should be out there. That's what I see, and we see a lot of startup in the Israel region as well. So these are some of the regions which I would like to cover, and for that, I think the localization part, you should have the language going in.
Okay. So while the duration of the complete writing part or after that, does this book have any kind of a grudge? Like किसी को कोई शिकायत है आपसे? Do your book has any kind of शिकायत from you? Like आपको उसको कोई लगा हो कि इस point पे नहीं, the book is
Yes, so
something.
yes, yes. So, like, this is a generic book on all sort of startups. But yeah, like when you go to a particular this one startup, like they are doing some particular product, everyone would like to speak more about this one. That particular part is we can't do the wide range of this one startups being accommodated. We are giving a very generic framework on how this can happen. Yeah, that part would be a little bit lagging. Yeah.
Okay. So, as this book is for the entrepreneurs, we know for the upcoming business person, और कौन से relatable readers हैं जिनके लिए book helpful book हो सकती है?
Yeah, so nowadays startups are even promoted among the teenagers, and like in the college, everywhere this is there. So this can be even taken into the academics rather than as an say just a reading outside the box. It should not be there. I think this can be even accommodate to the teenagers, like how nowadays kids are studying the personal finance and all those. This also can be taken in as a curriculum there, and the kids can be even taught all this and can bring them in.
That's great if you feel like this book can add a little bit interest to the students to get them this into the academics part.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like when you write, when you have written this book, uh, what is the question that is being generated from the book to you? Like ऐसा कोई सवाल जो book ने आपसे पूछा हो?
Yeah, book surely carries a lot of substance, and it would surely help the startup, but it would like to see that feedback part. I think that's what it's waiting for now.
Okay. और अगर ये इस किताब अपने रीडर से कोई सवाल पूछना चाहे तो वो क्या सवाल होगा?
सही से कर रहे हैं क्या पढ़ पढ़ के that would be that will
नहीं
be the question
नहीं
the book would
मतलब
be
हर
asking to.
हर हर किताब कुछ ना कुछ सवाल आखिरी में पूछ के जाती है या किसी को कोई
uh,
एक नॉलेज देके जाती है कि नहीं अब तो या तो मुझे एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना ही बनना है या तो आई एम सेट टू गो फॉर माय बिजनेस कुछ भी एक गोल देके जाती है बुक तो मे बी वो सवाल एक ऐसा सवाल हो सकता है जो आपकी बुक हर एक रीडर्स के माइंड में छोड़ के जाए क्या मैं ये कर
yeah,
सकता
so
हूँ क्या मैं
basically
एंटरप्रेन्योर बन सकता हूँ
yeah. So basically, it would say initiate an checklist to the startup guy or the entrepreneur, so that you should maintain a framework, and in that for that framework there should be a checklist, and you should adhere to that strictly, and that's where we see the success in that.
So your book will make what type of relationship with the readers? Like a friendship or a guide? What type of relationship your book would have made with the readers?
Yeah, it's like a sort of a guide or an advisor for a startup guy, and that's what it does. It say friendship? Yeah, it would be there, but then like more of a guide is what I see.
Okay.
Because when you do a startup, right, there will be a lot of dynamics there in the when we go to the market. Say like we can see a global market initially, but for each smaller market, we need to have a lot of dynamics there, and there's a lot of work. So at that time, it guides you through this framework guides you through all this dynamics and takes you ahead. So I can say it's a guide or an advisor to the startup guy.
So, like when people go to your books, when they read the books, or when they buy the books, what is the best feeling is when they buy it, when they read it, or when they give a good feedback for the book.
Yeah, so when say when a startup entrepreneur is picking up this book, yeah, there would be a lot of confusions and a lot of advices coming in from different quarters. Okay, so this would also say like give an proper guidance, and it can open up a framework and show them, yeah, you will have to fit all these advices here, 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 and that's how it would be. And when they are reading it, yes, of course, the checklist starts ticking up. So if they miss anything, yeah, of course, they can say get that added up to their checklist. And and the final goal, final destination for any startup is a success. And so there is no question there. Yeah, you have to you have to see the success, and that's the end goal for which
The
uh,
main point is the success of the book, obviously, and it has been all these things are the steps which give the success. Like
yeah.
when the reader will buy, then only they will read it, then only will give them the praise, and when the praises are there, obviously the success comes in hand in hand. So definitely, success is something which everybody needs, and that's a fruit of life.
Yes, true. True,
Yeah.
Shani.
So, like, as there are many people who are now trying to be an independent, they want to have their own startups, they want to become an entrepreneur, they want to run their business. So, what main thing which you want to convey with them with the help of this book?
So, yeah, I would want every startup to be as very successful, and they should be able to scale. And say we should be able to uh, see a lot of say 1 billion startups. Okay, and there should be a lot of scaling for the startups. This is what all I want to see in the startup environment should become stronger. It provides a lot of employment to the youth, and a lot of ideas are being discussed, and it strengthens the complete economy of the country. And yeah, so every startup have to take a right approach. They should be able to confidently launch the product and scale their businesses, and that's what is the main goal of this book.
So, any guidance or like steps which you want to guide them or want which help them the people to take the steps and to grow their business.
Yeah. Okay, so this there are a lot of steps in a startup to how what is the ideation. You have to pick the right people and the right skill set, and there are a lot of dynamics on this. And um, so like you should not be worried about the failures. Okay, so you should have a lot of experiments done, and you should be ready to pivot. And that's the main goal for a startup. Can't get stuck with some idea and this one. So if something is not working out, you should be able to pivot immediately with that. That's where the feedback and all those help. So uh, the startups should be good listeners of their customers, and these are the main areas where the startup should focus. Basically, good listeners and ready to pivot and move ahead. That's what is the main aspect, I would say.
Definitely. So like failure would comes, but standing and getting up and restarting the thing is
Yeah,
the big
that's the
motto which
main.
they kept in mind.
Yeah, that's very important here, because you can't just get bogged down by anything. So you'll have to quickly pivot and move on. That's
Yeah,
what is important. There are a lot of
definitely,
examples on the startup for that.
definitely. So like we have this book. for the startups. Are you in plan to like coming up with other books which help other people's also for their like in business or in other marketing aspects?
Yeah, so I'm planning on other aspects as well. So the go-to market is the very say the crux of the thing. So I took that up, but yes, there are a lot of other steps where you have ideation, and a lot of other phases which the startups would have to focus on. Yeah, just working on that, and we'll surely come up with. Uh, good.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah,
We'll wait for the other books which give us more and more learnings and like motivations from your book.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, sir, just need to know that is this book, and we are on the show of speaking book. So, have you any plan of getting this book up into an audio form where people can learn by listening instead of reading as well?
Yeah, so basically, this has been designed in a very generic manner, so that would easily help us have that done into an audio mode. Um,
Okay.
sure.
So soon we will be getting up an audio form of this book, so when people can manage to listen the book and go to the reading section as well.
Yeah, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sure.
So I hope people would be able to understood like what the things they should prefer to go when they are into the startup part or when they are turning up into an entrepreneur or a business person. So they should go and just connect with the book of yours. I have the book of yours like go
Okay.
to the market mastery. So this is the book which help you to go throughout the journey of like how you can become a good entrepreneur or the startup
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
Jyoti.
yes, I
Thank
think
you.
hope.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
सो ये रहा था आज स्पीकिंग बुक का हमारा एक शानदार सफर. हमें किताब से जुड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग और थॉटफुल प्रवोकिंग सवालों के जरिए उनकी स्टोरी, इमोशंस और जर्नी को एक्सप्लोर किया. ऑथर ने अपनी बुक की आवाज बनकर हमें वह सब बताया जो किताब खुद कहना चाहती थी. मुझे उम्मीद की ये कन्वर्सेशन आप सभी के लिए एक इंसाइटफुल और एक एंगेजिंग सेशन रहा. हम लोग ऐसे भी एक्साइटिंग और नॉलेजफुल एपिसोड लेकर आते रहेंगे जहां बुक होगी आपका मेन हीरो और आप बनेंगे उसके रिप्रेजेंटेटिव. आज के हमारे गेस्ट ऑथर और उनके बुक के ढेरों शुभकामनाएं. आप सभी ऑडियंस को भी दिल से धन्यवाद जिन्होंने इस कन्वर्सेशन को सुना, समझा और इस अनोखे सफर में हमारा साथ दिया. मिलते हैं आपसे, तब तक के लिए कीप रीडिंग, कीप एक्सप्लोरिंग. गो टू द मार्केट मास्टरी, अ कॉम्प्रेसिव गाइड फॉर द स्टार्टअप सक्सेस की बुक का लिंक हम अपने कमेंट सेक्शन में डिस्प्ले कर रहे हैं. प्लीज जाइएगा और इस बुक को जरूर देखिएगा. हमारा एक और शो है मेरी किताब मेरी कहानी जिसके रजिस्ट्रेशंस ओपन हो चुके हैं. उसकी डिटेल्स भी हम कमेंट सेक्शन में ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं. प्लीज जाइए एंड गेट रजिस्टर्ड योरसेल्फ. थैंक यू.